Welcome back to JJ and Big Country Sports. My name is JJ and this is
Big Country.
And today we are recapping yesterday's high school football playoff and reviewing our picks from Wednesday. So let's review our picks. How'd you go?
I went I'm 2-2 right now as of now because Goose Creek and Somerville are playing right now. Greer Wren, I had Greer. North Myrtle Beach, I had Myrtle Beach. Burns Lawrence, I had Lawrence. Goose Creek and Somerville, I have Goose Creek for now. And Union County Chesney, I had Union County.
I went 1 for 4. The Friday didn't go too well. I went to the Greer game, and then, it just didn't go that well. Anyways, now that's over with, let's get to the recap of last night's games. First off, we have the Gaffney Indians versus the Sumter Gamecocks, with Gaffney taking down the Gamecocks 33-7.
Good game for Gaffney, picking up the away. I think it was an away game for them, so Gaffney moving on to the next round.
Next, we have Airport versus Lower Richland. Lower Richland was a good team. They had a better record. But Airport comes out on top 42-6. That's a big game.
Big win for Airport, moving on to the next round.
Next, we have the reigning 5A champs Dutch Fork versus Wando, with Dutch Fork shutting them out 45-0. Defense working out there.
Nothing really to be said. Dutch Fork has a good team.
3 state championships
In a row, I think.
Nothing really to expect. Next, we have the Clover High School versus the Malden Mavericks. I don't know what Clover's mascot is anyways. So, Clover takes down Malden 58-31. Malden, I thought they were actually going to win.
After coming off a big one in Teal-Hanna, then they lose going into Clover 58-31.
That's tough. Next, we have the Dorman Cavaliers versus Spring Valley Vikings, with Dorman clearly shutting out the Vikings 49-0. Defense, offense, the stats were just off the charts.
Reminds me of South Carolina.
I was just looking at them last night, and
stacked. They have stacked players.
Well, you had over 200, 300 yards. For rushing, passing, but Spring Valley couldn't put up anything.
It's Dorman. They're really good.
Next, we have the Greer Yellow Jackets versus Wren. Tough loss for Greer, with Wren beating Greer 65-29. That's tough for Greer. I hate that.
After they turned the ball over so much, they were in there, but they just Wren.
5 fumbles. You got next year. This year wasn't the best year for us.
Jeter needs to work on some stuff.
Jeter's, he needs processing.
He's only a freshman though,
exactly.
So it's not like he's a senior.
He's just starting.
It's not like he's a senior and he's trash.
Next, we have the Brooklyn Case. I think they're the Tornadoes versus Wilson Tigers, with Brooklyn Case coming out on top 40-6. Big game for the Tornadoes. I think.
I don't know what they are. But they won anyways.
Yeah, so it don't really matter.
Yeah.
Next, we have Hartsville versus Beaufort, with Hartsville coming out on top 34-17. Hartsville's a great team.
After last year, they were in the lower 4A state championship game, losing to Myrtle Beach.
That's tough.
But they're moving on to the next round.
What doesn't make sense to me is that Beaufort is a number 1 seed, yet they only win 4 games.
Well, probably because all the other teams in their region are...
They had a 6-win team, but I don't think it really matters.
No, the guest pitchers...
They lost.
Yeah, they lost anyway, so...
Next, we have Union County versus Chesney. Union County winning 53-28. That's tough for the Eagles.
I thought it was going to be...
Close.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be way closer than that, because I had Union County by 4, but they win by 25.
Next, we have the Chapman Panthers versus Newberry. Chapman coming out on top 52-14. Chapman, I think they're going to win state this year, honestly.
I don't think Newberry had a chance against the Chapman, whatever they are.
Chapman's
What is Chapman?
What?
What are they?
Mascot? Panthers. If you look at their offense, they've scored pretty much every game over 30 points.
Yeah.
But their defense is so good that they get points into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
It's like close to 40 a game, probably.
yeah, probably. But they got I think maybe 2 Shrine Bowl nominees on that team. I think I can't remember. Next we have Burns versus Lawrence.
Burns coming out on top, 41-12.
Dang.
Tough game for Lawrence.
Dang.
Lawrence is the whole team. I picked them by 16, and then they lose by 29.
God.
Gosh, I just don't like Burns.
They beat us. Freaking lose to Dorman. They beat Lawrence. Ugh.
They're not winning state though, for sure.
I mean, they'll probably, if they face Dorman, they'll probably lose.
Yeah, because Dorman's beast.
But I'm not gonna say they are. They 50-50 chance.
Yeah, they're the 50.
I mean, they're a good team though. Next we have Woodruff Wolverines versus the Pendleton Bulldogs. I thought the Pendleton Bulldogs were good.
Yeah, but
they get crushed 52-6. That's not good.
That's sad
at all. I mean, Pendleton, they had a great season until that game.
So did Woodruff. They're moving on to the next round.
Next we have Fort Dorchester and Berkeley.
Fort Dorchester winning 37-7. Berkeley, I've never heard of that.
Where are they from?
Berkeley, South Carolina, I guess.
Is that even a city? Oh, logic. I don't know. But Fort Dorchester, clearly the better team here.
Yeah.
I mean, they've won state championship one time.
Mm-hmm.
Then they lost. Then they lost again. Then they lost, but they didn't go to state because they lost in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have the Greenville Red Raiders versus the BHP Bears, with Greenville winning by a field goal, or the game-winning field goal, 24-21.
Probably one of the games of the week in the playoffs. Good game. Both teams are really good, but Greenville comes out on top.
I was so upset. I was at the Greer game. They said, Greenville has beat BHP by a game-winning field goal, 24-21. And I said, are you kidding me?
I wanted BHP to move on, but I guess it'll be Greenville and Wren next week.
Oh, well. Next, we have our last matchup, the Daniel Lions versus the Westwood Eagles, with Westwood, the upset team, upsetting Eastside last week. But Daniel, the better team, wins 27-22.
Close game.
All their Clemson kids on there. I mean, they're godly. I'll give them that.
Clemson feeds off Daniel players.
that's a fact. And our highest scoring game yesterday was are they 2A? Lamar versus Ware Shoals. Where the heck is Ware Shoals?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
I know there's a road, but Lamar wins 64-0. Big blowout for Lamar.
That's big high scoring game for one team, so basically lopsided.
And our biggest upset wasn't really upset. I mean, they're kind of equal teams, but Ridgeview beats AC Flora 28-15, which is
I thought AC Flora was gonna come out top, maybe by like a field goal or a touchdown. But
I mean, Ridgeview did lose to us by 3 last year.
Well, because it was raining and it was.
But you would think they'd be used to it.
Yeah.
And major controversy over high school playoffs. The Greer and Wren game. So I'll explain this to you. So it's a minute 52 approximately, and Miller DeArmond gets pushed out of bounds. Did he have a ball? Or I don't know
he
if it was
must
Miller
have
on
because they wouldn't have called it. Well.
So the refs had a flag out, but then they said we can't take it anymore. So they called the game. Greer lines up to shake hands, and you look over the Wren, they're sprinting off the field and flicking you off, taunting you. And what kind of sportsmanship is that?
That's bad sportsmanship.
But, once that happened, Coach Will Young of the Yellow Jackets got into it, and I think, what was it, Nigel Smith? Threw one punch?
Threw a couple punches, I'm pretty sure. And
according to the Yellow Jacket Sports
Greer
Network.
was just heated. They were ready to shake hands, but Wren was like, no, we're going to celebrate. We won. Y'all can go home and celebrate.
Oh, well. That was yesterday. So
congrats to Greer Yellow Jackets in their season in the wrong way, but...
Or all the losing teams. But,
yeah.
Good job going to playoffs. You lost, but at least you got the playoffs.
Congrats to all the seniors.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Martin, Isaiah Foster.
Who else?
Is what's his name?
All the seniors. Just
all
the
the
seniors.
Jakari Kearns.
He's not a senior.
What is he? A junior?
Yeah, it don't matter. Well, all the seniors. So we'll leave it there. Tomorrow we got college football, and we thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe. Share our channel. If you do it, we appreciate it, and we'll maybe shout you out. And shout out to Lacey Holden for the new logo. And we hope to see you in the next video. Woo!